got my final pieces in, and today we're going to be doing the install for the transmission cooler for this truck. Just walk you through everything that I have here, and then I'll explain the rest of the stuff that I have. So I have a trans temp gauge from Glow Shift, something simple. I think that was like $60. Amazon 40K trans cooler, you know, basic kit, yada yada, and then cooler itself down below. So in doing this upgrade, I wanted to like convert the whole system over to AN fittings and AN lines. So instead of running these barred fittings that it came with, I got some AN line adapters, so they screw right into the bottom ports on the cooler, and they adapted to AN fittings. I got -8 AN fittings because my whole system is going to be -8. Then I have my AN lines here. Boom, one side, and here's the other side. Already installed, I have a ICT billet 6L80 AN adapter kit, or AN adapter, and that's under the truck. I'll show you guys that in a little bit when I go under there to take it off, or take off the AN lines, so we can cut the line in for the temp sensor. All right, you guys, so I'm up under the truck now, trying to remove the old cooler lines. Got to get right there to pop them off from there, but I got them cut up front, and I already got it detached down bottom, like I was saying before. My AN lines are ran. If you can see my block, or my, excuse me, my new plate, adapter plate back there at the AN lines. Yep. So you got to remove that. Get those off of there. Measure out my lines, see where I got to splice in for my cooler, or my temp sensor, and then route my cooler up top. And I also got to get some little block offs for my my radiator, since I'm not gonna have these lines going to my radiator anymore. Got to get something to cover them up with. This is about where the factory one was, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's sitting somewhat like here, but it was like smaller, so technically it was like right in here.
Mm-hmm.
But this is like twice that size.
Yeah.
All right, so I could sit it here, but I see there's a point here, right here, right, and there's one right here. So now I gotta grab my mounting tabs that they gave me, and hope and pray that they're long enough to do what I need them to do, which they look like they might just be long enough. Oh, close, 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 close. Let's see, we can get that one there. Yeah, that should do right about there. And then on this side, fuck, that shit's hot. On this side, we are shit out of luck. Oh, I'll go behind this connector. Yeah, it kind of screwed on this side.
Mm-hmm. It's not level.
Unless, you know what, we can always do that. So what I might do is move this sensor down, put it in here, or that connection, move it in one. That way, I'll have that hole that it's sitting on right now. Out of here, and see if we can slide it down to here, which is a little bit of a stretch for it. It's kind of a stretch, honestly. It might not be a long enough stretch. Yeah, it might be too far.
You can't give it no slack?
It's in there.
Okay.
It's in there. Cool. So now, let's see where I put that other piece at. Right here. And now we should be able to. Yeah, no, we got a lot of space to do that now. Line that up right there, and that one goes there, and this one we can figure out something. Slide it to the left or the right, wherever it needs to go. But we should be good now, technically. All right, so the cooler is now mounted up in place. This is where it will sit. I ended up using a lot of zip ties, a lot being 4, to secure this. I do plan on properly getting it mounted up. I forgot the name of the company, but there is a company that sells a bracket for a 40K cooler for this exact truck, 07 to 13 Silverados and Sierras. So I will be buying that in the future to properly mount it up and have it looking better than this. But until then, we gonna zip tie this thing up out of here and keep it pushing. So that's just the current progress update, and I will be back later when I have my MPT to ANs screwed in on both sides, and when I have my AN lines pulled out so I can go ahead and tap that trans temp sensor into it. All right.